Alright, so if you want to get started on Scratch, make sure you log in first. I'm logged in, so I don't have the login button up here. But you can use the username and password that I sent in an email a few weeks back. Or if you don't have it anymore, just let me know and I'll resend it. After you're logged in, click Create. But make sure you log in because if you don't, it won't save your work, I think. So log in and then Create, or maybe it's called sign in, something like that. And then when it opens up, you have this, it's called a sprite, or you can say it's a character basically. I don't really want to use the cat, so I'm going to click on the trash can next to the cat here and delete it. But I do want different sprites, so if I click at the bottom, I can draw a sprite, I can get one, I can download it and then upload it again. But it's easiest just to go to this magnifying glass looking thing and choose a sprite from Scratch itself. So I'll go down here and just choose anything, it really doesn't matter. How about a fox? Okay, so now I've got a fox and I want two sprites to have a conversation, so I'm going to get one more. It could be another fox, or I'll just do something else like how about a frog? A fox and a frog are going to be talking to each other. They're facing different directions. I'm going to go like this. You can just have them face different directions, it doesn't matter too much, but I'm going to go turn the fox around. So to do anything with a particular sprite, you click on its icon down here, and then to change the direction, you can go up to where it says costumes, and you have the choice to flip it horizontally. All right, and then I'm going to go back to the code tab because I want to start coding these characters so they can talk to each other. So to code anything, you go to the far left hand side and you have all these choices of types of stuff to do. So all the blue blocks are related to moving, and all the purple blocks are related to like talking or colors and stuff like that. But we're going to have them do like speech bubble type of thing. So I'm going to get the save block. I just drag and drop to this middle part of the screen. And typically, to actually make anything happen, you need an event. So I find the orangish event category, and you have different choices, but most people just use the green flag. So you'll notice that the blocks like have these little bumps. Some go down, and they fit into these other little bumps. So if you put them close enough to each other, they'll snap together. And now here's the green flag. So if I click on the green flag, then it will activate because it says when the green flag is clicked, it will do the stuff below. All right, so the fox says hello, and that lasts 2 seconds. You can change this number and have it last a different number of seconds. But really, hello is not really what I wanted to say. So I'll say, like, hi, frog. Frog, sorry, I spelled it wrong. What makes you happiest? All right, and you just put whatever you want. But typically, this is where you'd put the hook that you wrote in your checkpoint 3. And now the fox is done talking for now, and I want the frog to talk. So it's kind of weird. Maybe at first this might seem strange, but after I do it a couple times, I think it might become clearer. So he has to kind of signal to the frog that now it's frog's turn to talk, and you signal by getting this broadcast block from the events section. So I'm going to hook up the broadcast block so that after the fox is done talking, it will broadcast something called message 1. All right, so don't worry too much if you don't know why I'm doing that yet. But now I want the frog to talk, so I click on the frog icon down here so I can start to program the frog. And since the fox just sent him the message, the frog is not going to start to talk when the green flag is clicked, because that means they'd both be talking at the exact same time. However, the frog can start to talk when he gets this message 1. Remember, if I switch back to the fox here, the fox is broadcasting or sending message 1. Then the frog will receive that message and start to talk. And again, that speech bubble block is right here in the looks category. I'll drag another one to here, and the frog will say something like, I don't know. Maybe when I catch some flies. But you would say whatever you want him to say. Now, frog is done talking, and frog needs to broadcast back to the fox that it's the fox's turn to speak. So I'll get another broadcast block. He needs a new message, so I'll just make something up. So I'll just say fox's turn. It really doesn't matter at all what you say in the messages. They don't show up in the project. Okay, so I'm on the frog. He spoke. He told the fox that it's fox's turn. Now I'm going to go back to the fox, and fox is going to receive that message. It automatically shows up in this receive block. It says fox's turn. And now the fox is going to say something. So I'll get a say block, and I'll say something like, well, recently I read a story called The Fun They Had. Or you could have done The Happiness Machine, something. And just because I don't want the speech bubble to get too long, I'll stop it there, and I'll do a second one, and I'll say, this story, I'll put the theme in, or a theme, you don't have to use this theme. This story taught me that people need other people in order to be happy. All right, and then you keep doing that. I'll just broadcast back to continue the pattern. I'll just broadcast back to the frog to signal to the frog that it's the frog's turn. I'll just say frogs. Oh my gosh, frog's turn. Okay. And then the frog will receive that and talk. And that's pretty much how it goes, back and forth. You can also put a background in. This right here is where you pick backgrounds. I don't know what it would look like where both a fox and a frog are together, but anyways, it doesn't have to be realistic. Maybe they're in outer space. All right, so there we go. All right, if I make it bigger and I push the green flag, we'll see the whole thing. All right. All right, and that's as far as I'm going to go. You could also join me in office hours to learn more.